This is Alexander McMillan, and this is tutorial 4 for Advanced Web Programming. For this tutorial there were 4 parts. The first part was splitting each frame into 100 blocks, randomly shuffling the blocks and putting them back together. The second part was adding certain image effects to the blocks. The third part was flipping some of the blocks, and the fourth part was to have it all running together in the one program. Firstly, I included the various libraries. Then I created separate functions for applying the image effect. The first function was grayscale. This is for creating grayscale image. Basically triple up into a vector like a color image and merge the vector into the new grey image in image grey color. The second function called canny, this is for making canny edge detection effect. Very similar to how we do the grayscale. Make the canny processed image in image underscore canny and triple it up and merge it into the vector. The third function called Gauss, this is for doing the Gaussian blur effect. And then here we have input source, output source, kernel size, which determines the range of the blur, and the sigma. The fourth function was called Sobel. This is for creating the Sobel derivative effect. And we have the input source, which is fm, output source, image underscore Sobel, and we've got the depth of the image and the x and y derivatives. Okay, for the main function I created two named windows, one called combined, which will show all the blocks with all their effects added, and one called original, which just shows the original frames from the webcam. Then we will do the various error checking if the camera is found, and we will create a map frame. We'll create int I equals 0, and we'll create an image small array of 100. We'll create the two vector maps, and we'll set the block size to 64 by 48 because the actual frame size is 640 by 480. We'll create an array of indexes of 100, and to add the certain effects to each of the blocks in a certain order, I have created bitmaps. The first bitmap is called filter mask of 100. This is for applying the certain image filters. Number 1 color, 2 grayscale, 3 canny, 4 Gaussian blur, 5 Sobel derivative. As you can see, I've typed them out into a nice little square so you can visually see how it should look, and it helps from making errors when you're typing it all out as well. The second bitmap is called flip bitmask. 0 equals normal and 1 equals flipped, and as you can see I've typed it out the same way, and all the 1s are flipped and all the 0s are normal. Now for each frame we will split them into 100 blocks, and we will push them into indexes array, and then we will randomly shuffle the indexes array. I'll comment this out just now because it's easier to show all the effects when it's not randomly shuffling, and then I'll show you it with it shuffling. Next we create map combined, which is for combining all the blocks back into the one, and after they've been combined we will do the flip effect from flip bitmask bitmap, and if equals 1 we will flip the block, and here we want to decide if we're doing any of the image effects. So filter mask equals 1, there's no effect so it just stays color, but we also want to add flip underscore image as well to each of these. So we'll do the image effect and whether to flip or not. Filter mask equals 2, we'll do grayscale. Equals 3, we'll do the canny edge. Equals 4, Gaussian blur. And if filter mask equals 5, we'll do the Sobel derivative. And then we will image show both named windows, and then finally we have to clear both vectors. Right, let's run it first without the shuffling to see if the effects are being applied. And there's the original, and here is the named window with all the effects. As you can see, they're being flipped in the correct place. And we're getting colour, grayscale, canny edge, Gaussian blur, and we're getting Sobel derivative. Excellent. Let's uncomment the shuffling code and see if that works. Excellent. As you can see, all the effects are being applied and all the blocks are being randomly shuffled. Thank you for watching.